Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about Ninjago Seabound once again, and even though Ninjago Seabound has been over for quite some time, there are still several things that I want to talk about regarding the actual season itself, so expect more Seabound related content on this channel in the next couple of weeks. In terms of Ninjago Seabound itself, however, there is one particular thing about the season that I'm not really a huge fan of, and this video will pretty much be a critique of that specific choice that Seabound makes within its actual narrative. And that choice is, of course, to not give Kai or Cole their scuba costumes. Now, it might seem like kind of a minor thing. It might seem like maybe Kai and Cole not having their scuba suits in this season isn't really that big of a deal. And I do agree there are more pressing matters in terms of Ninjago Seabound itself. However, it's one of those things that still just kind of bothers me about the season, and if you look at the actual narrative structure, it doesn't really make sense for them to not have the suits. For instance, Kai and Cole both have scuba suits in the Ninjago sets themselves. The Ninjago Seabound sets are of course not out yet in my area of the world as of the time of recording this video, but they are out most places. As such, most people know that Kai and Cole do indeed have designs for scuba suits, and they look really good. Cole's isn't my favorite. I do kind of prefer Kai's. It kind of fits with the other Seabound suits. It kind of fits with their aesthetic a little bit more, I guess. Cole's kind of looks a little off, dare I say, but it's still not terrible. So we know that these designs for scuba suits exist for Kai and Cole, so why didn't Ninjago Seabound include a look at these two scuba suits? Once again, if you look at it in terms of a narrative structure, it doesn't really make sense. Some could argue that it does make sense because Kai and Cole were obviously on a different mission as opposed to the rest of the ninja. The majority of the ninja team, including Pixel, went underneath the ocean to try to find the source of why Nia was losing her powers or why they were being disrupted, while Kai and Cole remained on the surface. As a result of that, you could argue that Kai and Cole did not have scuba suits because they weren't required for the underwater mission. And to that point, I would argue, fair enough. That does make sense. The one thing that doesn't make sense is the very ending of Seabound then. Kai and Cole still do not have scuba suits when Wajira flooded the entire city. Of course, in terms of this argument, you could say, well, they probably don't have them because they were not made for them, because again, Kai and Cole were not on the underwater mission, therefore they did not need scuba suits. And once again, to that point, I would argue, well, fair enough. But my issue with Seabound's ending is very much the inconsistency of these scuba suits. If you take a look at the actual finale of Ninjago Seabound, none of the other ninja are wearing their scuba suits aside from Nia. Otherwise, all of the other ninja are just wearing their traditional season 11 onward suits, so where did the rest of the scuba suits go? Wajira is literally flooding the entire city, and the ninja were often fighting in those little torpedo pod things. Why did they not think to bring their scuba suits? It just doesn't make much sense. In my opinion, the Ninjago Seabound ending itself should have included all 6 of the ninja in their scuba suits, even though Kai and Cole were not around for the initial part of Seabound's underwater sections. They still should have scuba suits at the very end. They know that Wajira is coming, and they had enough time to build all these little torpedo pod things, so it seems kind of unrealistic to suspect that Kai and Cole never had a scuba suit made for them. Once again, the only character that we see in her final scuba suit at the end of the season is Nia, and that does indeed make sense. But the other ninjas should have them as well. It would have solved a lot of issues. For example, Jay almost drowning probably could have been avoided if Jay had his scuba suit. You could still have the tension of that scene with a scuba suit, however. You could just cut one of the tubes on the back or whatever and have that be the reason for why Jay is drowning. It's easy enough to solve on its own. I know this video might seem like a minor nitpick on my end, but it is still one of those things that I can't really let go. I honestly feel like this aspect of Seabound's conclusion was a very big missed opportunity. You could have easily had all of the ninja in their scuba suits in that scene, and it would have made a little bit more sense. I mean, you want to advertise the sets, showcase that all of the ninja have new costumes. That probably would have went a long way. In terms of Seabound itself, it's still a very fantastic season, don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm ripping on Seabound a lot in this video, but it's still a very good season nonetheless. It's still a very solid Ninjago story, and I don't have a lot of major issues with it. Even this issue right here that I'm talking about in today's video is very much a minor one. I don't think it was completely necessary for Ninjago to avoid giving all of the ninja scuba suits, but of course my opinion has not changed. I feel like the ending of Seabound should have showcased all 6 of the ninja in their scuba suits. It probably would have just made a little bit more sense in terms of the context, and I'm not sure why Ninjago Seabound did not go that route. Kai and Cole have scuba suits in the sets now, but now those suits are not considered to be canon because they did not appear in the show. It bothers me that 4 of the 6 ninja have scuba suits technically, while 2 of them just don't. I can't really explain why it bothers me, just kind of messes with my OCD a little bit, but ultimately, like I said, I feel like Seabound's ending was still very good. There's just that one minor thing, and if it was changed, it would have made the finale feel a lot more complete, I suppose. So thank you so much for checking out this video here today, you guys. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. I'm very curious to hear what your thoughts are regarding this subject. So if you wanted to leave a comment down below stating what your opinions are regarding the matter of Kai and Cole not having canonical scuba suits, feel free to leave all your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say about this. In terms of the video, like I said, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for my video here today. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description from other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.